Hey friends, happy Wednesday. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. Mine was a little different, but it was still nice. We did part of our Christmas on Zoom. We all went around and opened presents. We kind of like tagged the next person to open a present so we could see what everybody got. So it was kind of cool. It was still nice to like get to visit and chat and see how everybody's Christmas was. Um, but some of us were able to get together, so it was nice overall. It was ow, sorry guys. It was a good holiday. Um, my bad. Um, where were we? I'm gonna keep today nice and short. I think at least that's the goal. Last week we talked about vision boards, so I have mine to share with you, and I was talking about keeping it kind of a rolling theme for resolutions. So my plan for January is each week we're going to introduce a new habit that we can start to implement if you're so inclined. Maybe you pick your own habit each week if you don't like mine. And each week we'll add like one new good thing. And so gearing up for that, this week we'll talk about kind of the 80-20 rule. So first up, here's my vision board. If you hang out with me, I shared it in my story yesterday. So I knew I had a canvas that I wanted to use. I just tried to use some stuff that was around the house. So I grabbed a canvas and I grabbed some paints and picked some colors for the backgrounds. And then while it was drying, I just went through some magazines and pulled out some stuff. And then as I was attaching it, I realized like how much of the same like color palette I pulled out of the magazines as I painted. So I guess that was definitely in my brain somewhere. You can see the bottom corner. So I pulled out like a piece of map over here, and there's also like some cards, and like there's a fortune cookie thing here. So like a bunch of different stuff. One of my stickers from my business packing stuff, and like some other cards and things that I lay around, and a lot of just cool words that I found inspirational that I pulled out of some magazines. Luckily, the only magazine I got is like a yoga magazine, so no shortage of inspirational stuff found in the magazine. But lots of cool different stuff on here. So I'm pretty pleased with how it came together. I kind of went into it blind, no plan. I have my reflections and my goals and my plans that I've journaled on and thought about and meditated on and spent plenty of time thinking about. But I went into this project specifically with no plan. Like I didn't have a list of things that needed to be on it or anything. I just wanted it to kind of be this random inspirational art piece that can kind of carry me through the year, and who knows, maybe I'll add some more stuff to it as we go. So like we talked about last week, let it just be whatever it is for you. Maybe it's super specific for one area of your life. I think a lot of this touches on some different areas of life, what ended up on here and coming together. So, or maybe you just kind of do like I do, let your creativity guide you. I grabbed a canvas and a box of paint and a stack of magazines, and at the end of it I had a pile of stuff and some paint on a canvas, and I think I actually used everything that I pulled out to put on the canvas. All the words went on there. There was actually one, so the word pivot up here at the top. I actually pulled this out of the magazine for what is on the reverse of that piece of paper, and on the back side of it, it says love in like those light up like block letters that you could hang on your wall, and it's like LO and then VE underneath in a square. And that's actually why I cut it out of the magazine. And then when I went to rip it up, I just really liked that word on the other side much better. So that's what ended up making it onto the vision board. So yeah, just kind of maybe let your creativity guide you and see what comes together. But so that's a little catch up from last week. And then so gearing up for resolution time, times of change, transition. Last night was also the full moon, so a lot of let go, manifest new type energy out there in the universe right now. So whatever you're doing or not doing, it's happening whether you're doing anything or to acknowledge it or not, right? So whatever you're doing or not doing, to encourage or make the most of that energy. Keeping in mind as you set these goals and manifestations to be gentle, right? So I'm 35. Some habits I've had for a really long time. If I'm going to gear up to change them, keeping in mind for myself that took a long time to create them, right? The pathways in our brain are these deep ingrained pathways, some of them of things we've been doing for a really long time. And the habits we want to change were not created overnight. So their solutions and their new habits probably aren't going to be either. So that doesn't give us like an encouragement for failure, but setting ourselves up with that in mind and just having this gentleness about it as we change our habits. I know at least for me, it allows me the space when I do hit that failure or that roadblock or that difficulty with a new habit to just remember, oh yeah, I spent, like 30 years not doing this. It's okay that I missed today. I'll try again tomorrow. And it just softens things a little bit more. So inevitably we might mess up or hit that roadblock or a challenge or have a hard day. Every time I think I'm, getting more enlightened or zen or whatever you want to call it, I get in the car and a road rage takes over and I go, oh nope, not yet, still practicing. So it never ends. We're always still practicing all of this stuff. So just keeping in mind as you're setting these goals and resolutions, to be gentle and spend some time reflecting on that, if nothing else, as you move through this part of the year. So that's it for today, you guys. So join me in January. Each week we'll be kind of adding one new thing. We'll learn some stuff about Ayurveda and just like some general good habits, all stuff that I've done, so I can speak from experience on at the very least, and share some wisdom and some information with you guys that I know. And other than that, enjoy the rest of this weird, beautiful time between Christmas and New Year's where we don't know what day it is and we live in leggings and pajamas and cozy up in our houses, with you can kind of see the puppers here with puppies and loved ones. So yeah, just enjoy it. Have a happy, wonderful New Year, everybody. And we'll start working on some fun new stuff next year. I'd love to see your vision boards if you made them, or whatever you did. If you did mind dump, journaling, maybe just a little brain map on paper, whatever you created, I'd love to see it if you want to share. Otherwise, yeah, enjoy. I love you guys. I'll see everybody next week. Bye.